So, session 21. I mean, last session you buried Raph. That's all you did. I mean, it was, I've told multiple people about this. Like, I've got some craft friends that I do crafting with, and I told them yesterday, and every time I'm like, yeah, I killed someone, they're like, oh no, and then in D&D they haven't think I've murdered someone, and then I'm like, yeah, well actually the person that killed the player was the player's twin, and they're like, what? And that's happened like multiple times. I think I told someone at work, like,
I told my entire department, they're like, okay, Steph, I'm sorry for your loss.
Yeah,
like, you should be.
You should be. And then I told them about the little funeral, how we said some words, Harvey's flowers, all of it. It's a lot. There was revelations about the twelves, the twins' hellish background. Izzy, no. I'll keep going with the recap. I'm sure she'll make her way back to us. And then, how are you actually saying her name, April? Because I think I keep getting it wrong in my head, your character.
This is a thought I had. I realised I wasn't even sure last week.
Just make it
Azriel. Azriel is how it's meant to be online.
Okay.
Azriel is what I'm trying to teach myself.
So Azriel, like Cassian and Azriel.
Yes.
Cool.
Nice. Azriel. Azriel joined the party.
Maybe I'll change it in a couple of weeks.
You might. You're yeah.
Azriel sounds like it should be spelled differently.
We could spell it differently.
Sounds like it should have an extra A.
Don't spell it differently.
Oh,
Okay.
Is it fucking written in pen?
It's been committed to Steph's notebook. Wait, it's Azriel now.
Azriel.
Fans at home, don't question it.
Azrael?
What?
Could be Azrael.
Azrael?
I'm just gonna go with Azriel.
Azriel's better.
I didn't know what last session I remember the first time I ever introduced her, I said it wrong.
I heard it come out your mouth and I was like, that's not how I thought it's been pronounced. So we've got Azriel, who is part of the party now from more celestial origins, who knew Wrath, has never met Wraith but has heard of her, and is joining the party because her superiors had told her to have a look at what's going on. You're still on your way to Godorisma. It's the morning of the 9th of Burning. Know each other for 9 days. And it's like by the morning, I mean, it's like the evening. It's the night time. It's 9 o'clock at night. So I was completely wrong. It's not the morning at all. Don't listen to me. But that is when you were just settling down to go to sleep when Azriel showed up. So over to you. Amazing. So good. Does anyone have any more things to ask Azriel, or people just going to sleep? Like, what's the situation?
I was just thinking, imagine you meet a group of people and then they all are like, cool, I'm gonna go to bed.
Yeah.
Just immediately go to sleep.
That's
But I am
Harvey's doing, because
I
Harvey's been
need
woken
a
up.
long rest.
Harvey's been woken up.
Yeah.
He's had to meet this glowing, beautiful woman after the funeral of his situationship. And he's like, it's nice to meet you. I have to go back to bed. And he will.
I love it. I love it. No, you got to like respect the commitment to those 8 hours.
He needs his beauty sleep.
I mean, maybe he doesn't. I think he's pretty anyway. But
you.
mentally, we need it. Cool. Everybody else. Hello, Izzy.
Sorry.
No, right.
I'll say Wraith will join Alana, so I think it's halfway through her shift, and Wraith will wait the 4 hours, so she'll get halfway through the next person's shift, and then she'll go finish her 8 hours.
Nice. Awesome.
I think she's had 6 hours of sleep,
That's fine. That's
so
fine.
she just needs 2 more.
That's cool. Excellent stuff. We'll fast forward.
Oh,
It's
go
like
sit by
4
the fire.
a.m. You guys keep going to bed early. I keep moving the little clock thing around, and I'm like, it's still fucking nighttime after 8 hours.
We're just so busy every day.
Yeah, you're just like, I'm fucking exhausted. Azriel, what
To
are
be
you?
fair.
Oh, sorry.
We did have a very active night
You
before.
did. Like, it was,
Yeah.
yeah. And then it was a strenuous day. Because
We
you had
did
to
an early
hand
night.
dig the grave. I keep telling people that as well. Awful. Azriel, what are you up to? What are you doing? How much sleep do you need? Normal amount or?
I'm not sure. It's a homebrew race.
It's probably 8 hours.
Can I get away with 4?
No, it's 8 hours.
I'm surprised. I thought she was an Asima.
Oh.
Asimar in the way that you were a tiefling.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, will I pretend to be another race? I think when if she has like a turn for watch, if the party trusts her enough for that. But
I don't know if Wraith trusts her enough for
I'm
that.
an angel. Who wouldn't trust me? Well,
You have this beacon of like comfort around her.
I have a holy aura around me right
I
now.
don't trust
Come
that. That's fake.
on.
Think ass
Okay.
aura.
Does Brasira say
Aura.
this to me? Does Brasira
No.
say this to me? Okay.
Obviously not. She might lean over and say it to Alanis.
I have a passive perception of 15.
Alanis will giggle.
You notice that something's being said, but you can't hear it with the 15. And you like notice that
I just wave, thinking she said something about me nice.
I'll arch an eyebrow. I can't do, but Wraith definitely can.
When I'm on my own, I'm not sure I will be allowed to be now based on. She will go on her own, away from a bit, and just sit down, just put her head on her knees, curl up.
Oh my god. Is that
And
your
then she'll
sleep?
start. No,
Oh.
sure. This is me on my own during a watch if I can be alone. But she'll look away so no one can really see her face, and then she'll just start reminiscing, I suppose,
Yeah.
because she's very proactive and we're gonna fix this, no problem. And she'll just start quietly crying. I think she's being very sad. She's normally very happy.
Yeah, because, I mean, you've just learned that Wrath is dead, or Icarus is dead. You knew something was up, but you didn't expect to find this.
Yeah.
So that is a lot for you.
And she'll her wings will curl around herself. So she's got a little cocoon.
Cute.
Yeah. And then after a while she'll pull herself together. The aura resumes.
Aww.
Positive vibes. I'm fine. But yeah. And then she starts tidying up the place because I imagine it's quite messy. Everyone's going through a lot, so I'll do that.
Yeah,
That's
the
me.
little things are difficult. So yeah, nice. Well, we get to the morning then. I'll say, yeah, it's been a lot and you all need a little bit of extra sleep.
Wraith did
yeah.
not go back to sleep if no one else came on watch to watch Azariel, and I will take the point of exhausted.
I don't mind.
care.
I don't mind,
Okay.
it's fine. I kind of don't care. I'm you get the exhaustion if you skip the sleep or if it's forced, but I survive on 6 hours every fucking day, so there
Cool.
we are.
That's what he's doing. She's a bit more tired today. That's about it.
Yeah. Nice. Cool. Love it. But yeah, it gets to 8:30, 9 o'clock, and people start waking up for real. And now it is the 10th. It is the morning, and it is the 10th, and it is a Wister, I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
With a D, yeah. Probably. What have I put there? Wistow? What's that? I can't read it. Wister, 10, Ferning. Nailed it. This day, Toki would just know, but the rest of you could roll a religion check for me, please.
Oh, I'm wrong.
Actually, yeah, I think Azra, you're not allowed to roll one, actually. Pop, pop, pop. That tracks with Wraith again. getting a 1. You probably would have not noted this. But today is Svatna Everett's day, which is like a holiday across Lipari. Whoopsie daisy. Don't do it again. Bring up the calendar. We're in Svatna Everett's Day. And so this is like a holiday across Lipari to celebrate Svatna Everett, who was associated with... Do I mean Everett? Yes, I do mean Everett. Who is associated with like thieves and second chances. So I will find her to bring up for you. Keep that up, I need it. Deities, saints, Everett. There we go. Yeah, who is associated with second chances, spies, and thieves, and also like acrobatics and things like that. Traditionally, places across Lipari are decorated in like purple and orange, which are colours associated with her. And usually it's kind of like a sort of festival is held to kind of celebrate her. It's usually quite a fun day. It's not like people go around pickpocketing each other, but there's like troops of actors, sometimes like circuses roll into town. And Harvey and Alanis, this actually, a year ago today, was the day that you met.
Oh, adorable.
So we have that. So that is the day that you wake up to, but you are alone in the woods. Still a day's walk from any kind of civilization. Are you just heading out?
I guess Wraith will see
Yeah, I
what everyone
think
else
so.
is doing, but literally everyone starts merging to the tent. She'll say tentis and literally start walking.
Nice, love it. Excellent stuff. Let me move you along through the thingy. So yeah, you are. Is anyone to talk about anything during the day? Otherwise, I will just sort of time skip to camp and ask, does anyone want to do anything in the evening? And then we'll time skip to morning. So if anyone wants to do anything, just let me know. But otherwise, I can just summarize it and say you spend a day walking with your new traveling companion. And
What's the weather like?
What's the weather like? It's still sunny. It's not raining anymore. It's hot. It's getting hot. It's like 26 degrees. Like no rain, not a cloud in the sky. But it's still got a sort of like humidity in the air. It's not dry heat. And you're heading more in towards... You're heading sort of out of the swamps. You're still about like a week away from heading into like proper rainforest. But things are getting like a tiny little bit more tropical. Kind of like Everglades sort of vibes, I suppose. Not that that's particularly tropical. But yeah, that is what the weather is like today. So it's quite a, well, semi-pleasant walking day apart from the heat. But nothing absolutely atrocious, but slightly overcomfortable, I'd say. But
I think. Oh, sorry.
no, I was just gonna make a joke about how I hate weather that's hot, and I absolutely wouldn't be okay walking in 26 degree heat.
Yep.
Go for it.
Well, I think as we were just trying to get to know people.
Nice.
So you're like friends,
Yeah.
Yes.
colleagues, working relationship?
Wraith doesn't acknowledge. Head down. She's still walking.
That's gonna take some time to get her to talk to me. How do you all meet though? So fun. You're such an eclectic group.
Well, Harvey and I met when he was running away from the guards. And then
Okay.
I met Toki when I was in a tree. And then
It's cute.
I met Wraith at a tavern, I think. And then we all came together to kill some crabs.
Oh, cute. What are crabs?
Oh.
Also, can someone tell me where are we? Because I've never been here before.
Caldetta?
Yeah, and like the material plane.
Well, that's where we are.
Oh yeah. Everything is so not glowy.
Yeah,
haven't heard one.
sorry about that.
And you're from?
Oh, Mount Celestia. Yeah.
Weird to have people answer my questions when I ask them personal things.
Why wouldn't I be honest? Do people not normally answer your questions?
No, I believe in honesty wholeheartedly.
Me too! Oh, I'm so happy.
Wraith, we just mutter under her breath, don't lie, Tommy. It's easier.
Telling the truth.
I think we're gonna get on great.
I think we are.
You okay, Brysera?
Perfectly fine, thank you.
I've been wanting to ask you, Wraith. Do you prefer Wraith or would you prefer Brysera from us from now on?
Wraith was just to cover our track. Wraith and Wrath was just to cover our track. Wrath generally liked his name, Icarus. He preferred Wrath. But I honestly don't care. Brysera is my name. Wraith is a nickname, if anything. Your choice.
A new name? I could use that. Sorry, but you didn't like what I was going.
You know me as my Brysera, why change it now?
What about Bree Bree? BB.
Please call her Bree Bree. Please call her Bree Bree. I love Bree Bree.
That's it.
I see it now. Insight check. That was real. Insight checks my serious reaction to Bree Bree.
It's a pretty clear reaction. She don't love it.
Yeah, I know. But she wants to know.
Yeah, Bree Bree's
Okay.
not the one.
Okay.
I mean, it
I'll
could
watch it.
sometimes call me Bree or Bryce or even Sarah. You loved a nickname. Your choice. Not Bree Bree.
Okay. Sure. She turns to Toki. Bree Bree. It's gonna be Bree Bree.
It will go back to Flips and Toki, I swear to God.
I can't have her call me Flipson, I'm sorry. Only
it's
people
okay.
who hate me call me
Understand.
Flipson.
Oh no!
Are you a holy person, Toki?
I guess you could say so.
Oh. Who do you worship?
Well, in Lopari we worship all the saints, but Galen has sent me on a quest.
You'd never heard of Galen before, Azrael.
Who's Galen? Are they joining us? Are they coming?
You would have to ask him, I think. But no, he's been dead for 1,200 years.
Oh. Okay, you got some old connections, I see. Okay. Very nice. Well, that's fun. Anyone else got any, holy vibes? No? Bunch of non-believers? Okay, no problem.
Bunch of non-believers, sorry.
Okay.
The people of Lopari aren't usually that concerned with the goings-on of devils and angels, I don't think.
Makes sense, makes sense.
To wander.
That's true.
So you just work for a particular god?
Sorry, me?
Yeah, you.
Oh yeah, I'm an angel of the maker of all things. Florin, if you agree with that.
Sure, may go for it.
I feel what we said on Messenger. I feel that's what we said.
What is the maker of all things?
It's kind of, you might say, ineffable. No one really knows. But you don't really question it. Or you shouldn't.
Did you know about the gods of Lipari?
Damn, did I know about the gods of Power?
No.
You know,
Okay.
what gods are there?
I don't know. They disappeared.
Oh, that makes sense. That's fine.
Just wondered if you knew what happened to them. That would have been a big breakthrough in history.
Do I know anything about?
No, you don't.
No, I know. Well, friends, I'm really realizing that I know nothing at all, really. I'm sorry, I'm a little help here. Asriel's checks are just -10 on everything. No.
To be fair, you genuinely wouldn't know. It's like
Oh, okay.
it's like the planes are sort of like almost parallel worlds, or like worlds that exist outside of our own. Like I think I explained to April recently, but like the Zeraxis campaign that we played, that is like Guardians of the Galaxy. Like as in you could get there if you had a good enough spaceship. All them planets are out there in our solar system, or your solar system, well they're not in the universe. But planes like the Feywild and the Hells and the Shadowfell and Mount Celestia, they're like multiverse of madness sort of thing. Like you'd have it's like you can't travel there by like walking or sailing or flying. You have to break through like the astral sea to get there. So knowing about any like gods or deities that like random people worship in a other random level of existence is like
Yeah, that makes sense. So interesting. All these material plane things.
So were you sticking around for a while?
Well, yes, I suppose I owe Wrath something of a debt. So the fact he's dead, well, I would like him to be back, let's say.
What sort of debt?
Trying to lie. She's trying to think how to explain it.
she's trying to lie.
I literally thought to myself, I wrote in her character, like my character notes, I'm like, I don't think she's ever lied once.
No.
Do you even know to?
No, exactly. I lost someone a long time ago, and he helped me through it. And we've been through a lot together, I would say. So I really need him back, basically.
Seems we have a common goal then.
We do. I've never been to hell. Well, maybe I have been to hell. April's gonna check that in the backstory.
Don't know if Wrath has been out of hell too much.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Probably
Oh,
not.
how
You
old are
probably,
you?
unless you've got something written in it, you probably haven't.
I was gonna message you, but
Yeah.
yeah. I've added to her backstory in the last week.
Oh, nice.
I made it over a week. Nothing changed. I've just fluffed it.
Enhanced.
more.
No, I love it.
Yeah. Sorry, someone asked me a question.
Asked how old you were.
April hasn't read it, Rich. 1 second. I'm gonna say she's the same age as the twins. I don't know, Lauren. Should she be older? I'm not sure.
Up to you. No, go for it. Same age as the twins.
Yeah, she's the same age as the twins.
My head just immediately went to like lost triplet, and I was like, no.
That's what mine was. Raise that up, I don't need the sibling. Traumatic enough having two.
Viewers at home, this is seamless. I know my backstory inside out. And it is dense.
Right? How old are you?
20. I want to say it's 22 or 23.
Nice.
Perfect.
So that was true when you did tell us you were 22.
Yeah, then yes.
If you were telling the truth.
Yes, I was. I was telling the truth. I always tell the truth, Toki.
It's crazy that the Grim Reaper was younger than me.
Yes, well, he wasn't quite the Grim Reaper yet, as much as he liked to think he was.
So you say a long time ago. It couldn't have been that long ago, because you're 22.
Sorry. I'll stop.
The travelling bard behind us.
Yeah.
Santa's caught up.
Yeah.
Should have made my character a bard. What was I thinking? This would have made so much sense.
Don't even know what she is yet.
Indeed.
I do.
Oh!
Oh yeah. That's what?
What?
Sorry about it. Yeah, sorry.
Ah.
Asriel feels a bit bad, so her wings twitching a little bit.
Hmm.
Feels awkward. Doesn't know what to say.
Other than that occasional quiet comment or eyebrow raise, Wraith is just walking. Head low.
Nice. Excellent stuff. Okie dokes. So you make it to kind of a camping spot, and this time it's more, if you want to stay here, more official. It's almost like a campground, and there's like a little, I guess, kiosk, as this seems to kind of join a more like firm, genuine road, and there's like people traveling along here, caravans, pullbow horses are here, and horses are out to graze. There are multiple tents up, probably around 8 maybe, different kind of groups staying here. Kind of like quite a large-ish campsite. No one's like, huddled in together or anything. But this is the kind of place you come across that would be an option to stay tonight if you wanted to.
I'm happy to. Where else is?
Nice, cool. Well, as you approach then, you notice a couple of signs, just with sort of like the name of the camping area, which will just sort of be called like the road that you're on, camping area basically, and directing you to check in at the little wooden kiosk.
I will go check us in.
Nice, cool. So you go to the little kiosk. There's like a small queue. There's someone in front of you basically who seems to be like arguing with the person inside the kiosk who seems to like own or manage the campground. And they're just like arguing about sort of the fact that half of the campground seems to be like shut off to them, and they seem to be getting pretty heated about it. So you have to wait for a few minutes, but then they kind of storm off, and the next the person in the kiosk, just like a dwarven woman with like long dark hair, sort of waves you forwards and says, "Hi, how can I help you?"
Hiya, can we check in, stay?
Of course, just for the night.
Yeah, just one night.
Fantastic. And is it a small, medium, or a large pitch that you'll be requiring?
don't know. We got 2 tents, 5 people.
This sounds like a medium, medium pitch.
Cool.
Fantastic. So one night, the medium pitch. This will be 2 gold pieces.
Okay.
I'll pay. It's okay.
You appear.
Do you have money?
I don't know.
I will cover it. Don't worry.
Loki, I think you
I
don't
have-
have any money.
She goes to put her pouch and is like, oh, it's empty.
It's like you have a currency, but it is not the currency of here. You have
It's on
euros.
me. Don't worry, but that's very generous. Thank you.
She feels really bad.
Oh. Cute. Well, the Dwarven lady just gestures you over and says, pitch number 13 is open for you. We ask you not to go down to the lower fields. They are closed at the moment. They're just flooded. Just stay out of them. We're trying to make sure the ground isn't too saturated and damaged, and a lot of footfall can cause this. But otherwise, I hope you have a pleasant night. In the morning, if you could be gone by 9:30, that would be fantastic. And make sure any fires are kept safe. And we ask that there are no evocation magic is used, and any conjuration spells are kept to a minimum, please.
Okay. Not gonna question that. That's fine.
Cool. Awesome. So you have your little pitch, so you can go over and set up your tents.
Tenters.
Beautiful.
Now, our tents are suddenly crowded again
Mm.
because we only have 2 2-man tents, and there are 5 of us.
Is sitting in the doorway of hers.
As in, I'm not fucking sharing this with anyone.
Even Alanis has been kicked out.
Oh, I love it. How to get out of head.
She'll grab Alanis' sleeve and yank her down next to her in the
Ah.
step away.
Hannah's would just sit there quite pleased.
You're the neatest tent mates I've ever had. I'll keep you.
How dare you?
You were a slob and you knew it.
I'm dead. Come on.
Can Harvey take a look at our tent and see if he can figure out the logistics of fitting himself, Toki, and Azriel, including her wings?
You
Is
could.
that
Away,
gonna happen?
Yeah, because you've done it before with Wrath, and it was a similar situation of having to accommodate the wings. I think Azrael was probably shorter than Wrath, so I think it's
Yeah.
cheapy, but it's tight. Like, I mean, just imagine a normal 2-man tent in our world. You could fit 3 people in there, but it's like, I mean, with your bags and stuff, it's a bit like, ooh. But you could take the chance of leaving some stuff outside, or if you'd rather not, you can just get cozy.
Azrael, you can share with me and Toki.
Thank
He is
you.
not actually Toki, but
Sleep outside if you want. It's okay.
No,
that's crazy.
fine.
We're not going to make you sleep outside.
I've had a sleepover before. This is fun.
you want to play a game?
Sure. Okay.
You have
sleepover.
You have to tell us 2 truths and a lie about yourself.
I've never lied though.
But it's all play again.
You've never lied?
No.
Not about anything?
No. I don't think so.
You can just tell us 3 truths about yourself.
Yeah.
We'll call it an icebreaker.
Are you all in your tent at this
Surprisingly.
point, or are you sort of like around a campfire, or
Oh,
have you
gonna
literally
get fire going.
set up like
Yeah.
But like sitting in the tent, but campfire right outside.
nice, cool? Because it's probably about like just gone sundown. Like it's not super duper duper. No, it's fine. I'm fine. I'm not fine. Hold on. Please carry on.
I'm gonna ask you a question, but you're reading something and I don't want to throw you off.
I moved the clock, not the time.
Oh.
Oh.
think it might be alright. It's just gone sundown. Let me just... Yeah, everyone keep talking. But you were going to ask me a question. What was the question?
I was just gonna ask if, like, while he's lighting the fire, if he could like look around and see kind of like what kind of people were like camped up around us.
Yes. No, please do. I'm staying really calm right now, and I'm just not going to look at it, and I'll fix it later. Yes. So as you look around, you see there's a few people. There's like some people that are very clearly traders that have stopped here, and you kind of notice like they have a big cart with them. Some of these traders, but the cart's empty, so it looks like they've traded and they're returning to wherever they come from. A few pictures over from you, there's sort of like no one on pictures, I suppose, like 12 and 14, but a few pictures over from you, kind of opposite a little bit, is kind of a large pitch. There's a few kind of caravans, brightly coloured, and some people just sort of hanging around, chatting. They don't look like adventurers, but they look like kind of like an eclectic mix.
Oh, I don't think he's stressed about it. He's gonna set the fire up and then step aside, because the campfire is usually Tokyo's domain when he steps in and starts making tea.
Yeah, Toki will make dinner for everyone, I guess.
Cute. What are you making?
I don't know what can I. What do we think we have?
Yeah. Up for you to decide.
Rehydrated rations.
Yeah.
I've got celestial 5 spice.
Amazing.
Toki's making some kind of stew, I guess.
Nice.
He shoves some celestial 5 spice in.
Yeah, it's.
Who knows what will happen?
It's spicy.
Let's do 5 spice sounds like it's very spicy for some reason.
Oh.
You should try the spice in hell, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Wraith will, when Lauren's not stressed about the
I'm
job,
not stressed.
crack open her journal. So you're not friends.
No, I fixed it. See?
Well done.
Just gone sundown, innit? Thank you.
Well done. Yeah, I'll crack open my journal to check if there's any messages.
Christ, sorry.
Oh.
There we go. Sorry, I just accidentally knocked my cat off the fucking windowsill. Get your ass in, for Christ's sakes. I don't shut the
Oh,
window.
look at a
in your
baby.
tail. Misty, fucking move. You're so stupid.
You be you, babe.
Those are the soothing words the cat wants to hear.
Oh yeah, come on. There we. Oh, she's soaking wet.
Oh no, soggy.
Like, oh, you're so. Hello, I'm so sorry. I heard her crying outside.
Oh.
Oh, I've got to let her in.
Oh, baby.
I guess we're just both wet now. That's fine.
Oh dear. Someone had Steph. Well, you said something.
I crack open my journal to see if there's any messages.
Oh yeah. I don't think there are. No.
Okay, she won't start a conversation, but she'll just update the map a little bit of where they've
Nice.
travelled to.
Nice.
And put like a time and
Cute.
date.
Nice. He'll like circle where you've like moved it to with like a little heart.
Cute. I'll just do the legs under the heart.
Cute.
Close it back up.
Nice.
And she's gonna pull a blanket around her shoulders because she's cold.
Love it.
She don't have a scarf no more.
Yeah.
I'd even drew it in the little twin art Wrath wearing her scarf.
Oh.
I just did that. You're welcome. And yeah, she'll sit sort of hugging her knees, just watching the fire, listening to the others potter around. She'll also glance around the camp, particularly at this large pitch of buried people.
Yeah. Yeah, you see very similar to Harvey. And you do notice as well, though, you're like very perceptive and aware of other people. Some of the people in that like pitch opposite and just a couple of down from you, there's like a woman with long, like down to the small of her back, like dark coloured hair in this light. You can't quite make out exactly what colour. And she's wearing sort of like very flowy clothes. She like seems to be arguing with one of the guys across the campfire. And they seem to be getting into it a little bit.
Can we hear from here?
Give me a perception check.
It's a 21.
Yeah, you can. They seem to be. You just get the odd word floating across. Seems to be arguing about how like one of the people across the campfire like was meant to be in charge of food and hasn't made sure that they've got enough. Similar like rations sort of things. So they're kind of having to like cobble dinner together. And she's just sort of like yelling at him. But the way that she's yelling, it's like there's no heat behind it. It's almost like this seems to be their primary method of communicating, this group. And then the others are just like so not getting involved. There's maybe like 6 of them around this campfire that you can see, but like from the caravans that are there, you figure there's probably more maybe inside. But yeah, like they're both of them now, like he's joined in with the fighting, both just shouting over each other. And the others are just sort of like, one of them's like shuffling some cards, another's reading a book, and some are just like chatting, having an idle chat. Well, those two, the man and the woman, really screaming out.
Return to attention back to the fire.
Oh,
I-
sorry.
I was just gonna say, if I look at the screaming people, is it one of the ones who's getting in an argument with the woman at the check-in desk, or is it a different person?
No, different person. Yeah, different person. Yeah, the man that's like screaming with the lady, he's wearing clothes kind of similar to hers, and his hair is sort of like down to his shoulders and kind of messy. And yeah, the person that you saw seemed to be sort of like, I don't know, older, like greying hair. Yeah, different person.
Everyone's very angry today.
Sorry, did we determine what they were yelling about?
Food.
Yeah, having an argument over dinner. Cool. Are you doing those?
Like,
Oh,
our
sorry.
business.
Are you doing those icebreakers? April, have you thought of 3 truths?
Oh shit! I was meant to be thinking that. No. I got distracted. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
You don't have to.
As we all sat there with like a little notebook, thinking and noting them down. Noting them down.
A little clipboard.
I had one job and I didn't do it.
So lulled by the fire and not a lot of sleep the night before, Wraith will start nodding off and start lulling onto Alanis' shoulder
Aww.
unconsciously. Not intentionally, but
Very cute. Very cute. Nice. Well, yeah, everyone sort of seems to be sort of like falling asleep a little bit. And you kind of start thinking about sort of going to bed. One of you goes around sort of like clearing up dinner. Like it was a good, what was it, Chloe? Stew with 5 spice.
Yes.
Nice. A 5 spicy stew. And you go around kind of clearing it up. As you do, Tokiasa, yeah, if you're maybe the one clearing it up, you notice the woman that's been arguing with the man across the way suddenly stands up and like looks around and then starts stalking towards your camp, like marching over.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, like like straightens and smiles.
Nice. She comes over and kind of runs her hand through her like long hair, and then sort of like starts to kind of idly braid it as she begins talking. And she's just kind of starts saying, "Hi, good evening. Sorry to interrupt you, but my idiot friend over there has forgotten to buy any food, and we do not have dinner, and it's getting late. And I was wondering if at all I may be able to trade you something for something to eat."
Yeah, of course. What have you got?
Well, I mean, I have gold, or I have my the way that I make my way through the world, which is through fortune telling.
Anyone want their fortune told?
I'll take a fortune.
Oh, we'll take a fortune. Yeah, let's all take a fortune.
Perfect. I appreciate this. Would it be okay if I take some food now and I come back over in 45 minutes, perhaps?
Sure, yeah.
Excellent. What do you have?
If there's any stew left, I'll give it to her, or if not, I've just got a pack of rations.
Nice. Yeah, there's a little bit of stew left, but she'll sort of like take a few of the rations as well, like maybe 2. She'll be like, "I'll be back over in about 45 minutes then. Think of any questions you may want to ask me." And she'll do like a woohoo, and then we'll stop back over, and then just like chuck violently the pack of rations at the man's head, and it like hits him, and it kind of like knocks him off the stool he's been sitting on, and you hear her kind of shout something like, "Get to cooking, you idiot!" And she'll like storm into one of the caravans.
What does everyone want to know about their fortune?
Has anyone ever had their fortune told? I don't think I've ever had my fortune told.
Can't say that I have.
I don't know what to ask.
My future was laid out for me.
But you've made your own.
So far.
Asriel, do you think that we get to make our own futures, or are they divinely written out for us?
I didn't say anything about this up divinely. I'd hardly.
I'm asking her.
I would assume that there is a divine purpose. Though I would say people are free to change their own fates.
That's nice.
Do you think there's a divine purpose?
No. I think the saints can ask us to do things or help us do things, but it's up to us to choose to do them.
Very true.
Cool. Well, as you kind of spend the next 45 minutes sort of trying to stay awake, you're sort of heading to bed. She comes back over, and this time she's got sort of like a box in front of her, sort of like this, I don't know, like almost like a small chest, and it's kind of gilded, and you see it's been like hand painted purple, and then with sort of like gold paint, sort of like flowers have been painted, and then like celestial markings, like the moon and some stars have been painted onto it, and she comes back over, and she says, "Hi, the food was very spicy food. I have not had anything like this before. But I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. It's very kind of you to have traded with us. So blessings of Mikhail upon you, really. But who would like their fortune told? May I sit?"
Yeah, take a seat.
Thank you. And she'll kind of just sit. There was sort of some like wooden logs around the fire that sort of been put there for sitting. She sits on one and says, I have bought my supplies. I will just set up, but if you could decide who would like their fortune read first, I will begin with that person. And she kind of sets up. She has some crystals that she like puts at various points around her. Sort of, you see her sort of orienting herself and does like north, south, east, west. And then she lights kind of on from your fire some incense that which she kind of like plonks in the grass to make it stand up straight, for sort of blowing it out, so the kind of smell of like kind of like sandalwood becomes like overpowering in your camp. And she kind of then like has this sort of bowl, and she puts her hand into it and kind of like flicks some whatever this liquid is around her, and like closes her eyes, and she's wearing like lots of beaded necklaces, and she kind of like touches them and takes a breath and says, who will be going first?
I guess I'll go if no one else wants to.
Okay. The brave, the adventurous, I can already see. If I may, can I have your hand?
Give it
Awesome.
over.
She takes your hand in hers and kind of traces the sort of lines on your palm, and then turns it over and kind of just examines sort of like, nothing that you can really see. And I say lines on your palm, but you've got fur, but she can see them. And she seems to be looking at something. And then like holding your palm, she kind of closes her eyes, breathes in the smell of the sandalwood. And could you roll a D100 for me, please?
Mm-hmm. 29.
29. Amazing. Let me get that up. Perfect. She takes in a breath and closes her eyes, and when she opens them, you see her eyes are glowing purple. Before they were kind of like a normal brown hazel, but now they're glowing purple. And she says in this like ethereal voice, and through the drifts of the snowy clouds did send a dismal sheen, no shape of men nor beasts we ken, the ice was all between.
Okay.
And then like her eyes will stop glowing, and she'll look at you and nod and say,
Could you put that in chat?
Yeah. And she'll nod and she'll say, I think this is pretty clear what this means. Something for you to reflect on.
Thank you. I will go sit by the fire.
Nice. As you go to sit, she kind of grasps your hand, and then with her other reaches out to almost to your face, almost like cup your face, and then kind of traces the heart that like is around your eye. And she says, some would think that this would symbolize the lovers, but is this a difficult subject for you?
No.
I understand. And then could you roll an insight check for me?
Yep. From that 20.
Oh, amazing. As she like takes her hand away, you notice a change come upon her. And before there was a change in the colour of her eyes and the way she was speaking, but this is like different. It's just as she like kind of pulls away and finishes like asking you that question, she kind of goes rigid, and like the grip on your hand becomes like ice cold. And she takes in like a shuddering breath that like doesn't really, it's not obvious, but you, in just like being close to her, and something like clicks in you, and that like, this is, hold on, what's the fuck's going on here? And she looks dead in your eyes. Her eyes don't glow purple, but she looks dead in your eyes and says, I see the vile pollution, the decay of the bodies, the rain, the sleet, the hail. I see the disease, I see through the green mists the serpent. And then she'll kind of blink. And her arm will like come down. She says, no, the lovers may be not for you.
The serpent?
The what?
You said... You said something about a serpent?
I asked about the lovers. Is there a serpent in your life? A betrayer?
Maybe.
Why do you bring the serpent up?
You mentioned it.
I do not think that I did.
Okay. I suppose I was mistaken.
Okay. Who is next for the fortune?
I'll do it.
Amazing. And she says the same thing to Toki. She asks to take your hand. And then if you allow her, she'll, trace the lines in your palm, close her eyes, take a breath, and her eyes glow purple when she opens them. And could you roll a d100 for me, please?
38.
What was the first one, sorry?
38.
38, beautiful. With this one, her eyes glow purple, and she now tilts back her head, looking up to the moon, which I think is maybe there, depending on the phase of it. I'm going to say it is. Yeah, it is, I'm pretty sure. And she says, the moon shines brightest to those who are in her favour. And then her eyes stop glowing, and she just nods solemnly. Does this have any meaning to you?
No.
It will do, I am sure. I have not been wrong yet.
Thank you.
And she'll let you go. Anybody else wish to understand the secrets of the universe?
Wraith will ghost behind Helanis
Mm.
and then just silently kneel down and offer her hand.
Of course. Yes. She'll close her eyes, the purple, the deep voice. Roll a d100 for me.
24.
24. She says in this deep voice, near the mountains there is a grey falcon. Look at it, the eyes, and you will die. Look at the tail, and you shall be rich. A good warning, I think.
Wraith will look muddled and then nod and withdraw her hand and go sit back in her tent opening.
She'll just sit
And
her, yeah.
When she's not looking or when she glances away, Wraith will glance at Alanis or Toki or anyone she can meet eyes with and just do an eye roll and then go back to looking in the fire.
Nice. She'll gesture to Harvey or to Azrael.
Harvey's happy to go next. Well, happy's not the word for it. He's going through something watching his friends do this, but...
Amazing. Takes your hand. Roll your D100, please.
Me?
That is a... Oh, God almighty, the light. A 76.
Ooh.
Oh, don't say it like that.
Sick. Her, again, has this air, the purple eyes. The black sky will shield you from your enemies. Travel by night. Have you been, my dear, traveling by night as the purple fades?
No, decidedly not, as you can probably tell.
Maybe you should begin. Are people after you?
Not me personally. I don't think so. I hope not.
Inside check. Harvey.
You can inside check Harvey.
15.
He is not sure. He doesn't know that anyone is, but he doesn't know that anyone isn't.
Cool. Thanks.
Nice. And she'll finally gesture to you, Azrael.
She'll go over.
Nice.
She feels like this is something she shouldn't do, but she'll do it.
Nice.
It's like, should I really know more about the future than I've been told? No, but I'm curious.
You're gonna do it anyway. Nice. She'll take your hand, and as she does, she'll look and close her eyes. So could you please do your D100 for me? Oh yeah, Harvey's in the chat. I didn't paste. Rude.
That's 3.
Pasted the same one twice. 3. There we go. Boop, boop, boop. She opens her eyes purple and says, "A path of death lies in your wake."
It's mad!
Does
Considering
this-
what she is!
Does
That's
this
crazy!
does this resonate with you?
She's like, holy shit. Is this the maker of all things in front of me? Oh my god!
And Azrael, maybe you should pledge yourself to her. There's a lot of that going around these days. Get down on one knee, swear your sword, that sort of thing.
Fuck off.
Is that a normal thing? She's like, should I? Is that a whole thing? Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, Toki can tell you all about it.
Toki? Should I? Do you want me to
No,
say anything to you?
No, I don't think you should, Azrael.
Okay. I'll think about it.
But I am not taking the pledges at the moment. But if you would like my services in understanding anything more of what I have told you, then I charge 1 gold and 5 silver pieces for a 15-minute consultation period. It has been a pleasure to meet you all.
You too. This is a bit
Likewise.
sufficiently weird. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. You are so welcome. Safe travels, yeah?
Yeah, you too.
Yeah.
Amazing. Good night. And she'll go pack up her stuff. She'll wave the incense to get the smoke out, put it all away, put her bowl away, put her crystals away, and head off back to her caravan.
You guys heard the thing about the serpent, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, are you okay? Yours seem to have a lot more going on than the rest of us.
It seemed much worse than anyone
It
else's.
seems really bad.
Maybe...
Have any experience of serpents?
No, but she was talking about disease, and I thought about Galen, and maybe she meant a dragon. Because Galen fought a dragon that was poisoning a town, so...
Yeah, maybe it's just that. Maybe she's just seeing your link to Galen and it's actually not as
Yeah,
intense for you personally as we think it might be.
yeah. And, like, hearts are a symbol of Galen, not anything else, so... That's probably what she was talking about with the eye.
Yeah.
All good.
absolutely.
So do we think we're going to be travelling by night now? Or are we ignoring everything she says because she's a hack?
I would rather not. I don't see so well in the dark. But,
Well, no, neither do I. Azrael, could you see in the dark?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like a little nightlight walking along the road.
Do you glow?
Yeah, that's helpful.
That is helpful.
That's not helpful. That's really, really inconvenient.
I feel like if
Sorry.
you're traveling at night to make sure your enemies cannot find you and you're walking
Yeah.
with someone who glows in the
That's
dark,
so close to it.
it's maybe not that I don't love The whole
Sorry.
aesthetic that you have, Asriel, it's very cool, but I just think maybe
Okay.
it's not as helpful when traveling at night.
For as
Asriel will
party that
think-
struggles with silence, now we're also glowing.
I regret adding this into my character description.
No, it's very cool.
Asriel
very
will think. She'll think non-glowy thoughts and see if that dims the light.
Roll an Arcana check.
Oh, she's going dark already. We're dimming her light, people.
That's right!
You think non-glowing thoughts. You think of a candle being snuffed out. You draw on the power that lends you magic, and you try to snuff it up, and you open your eyes. Nothing. You're still glowing.
Sorry, I really tried there.
No,
There's
it's
no off
okay.
switch, I'm sorry.
It's alright.
What happens if I cover my wings myself? I just cocoon myself walking along.
Is it just your wings that glow, or?
No, I said it was her whole
Okay,
fucking
yeah.
body.
No, then I mean your wings are covered, but the rest of you, yeah, it's glowing. I'd say like 5 foot dim light.
Mhm. It's fine, it's fine.
It's cozy. Beautiful. Well, any other interruptions aside, are we heading to bed and sleep until morning?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. No need
She's in
to watch,
shock.
I guess.
Love it. Amazing. Yeah, is anyone keeping watch? Do you feel safe enough here, or are you like, we're...
I think I'll get my 4 hours, but I'll keep watch when I wake up.
Nice, nice.
Great will also keep watch. I don't imagine she's sleeping very well at the moment.
That's fair. This is very fair.
I don't
Nice.
think I'm gonna sleep after being told I have a path to death if I wake.
You are
Well, it's just
an
fact
angel
of life.
Yeah, I know, but like, it
A
feels a
literal
bit...
counterpart to the Grim Reaper, and you were surprised.
I know, I was like, what, but I could have rolled anything!
Get it. Crazy. Yeah, so is everyone else sleeping soundly? Anyone doing anything before bed? Any routines? Any prayers?
Yeah, I'll pray to Galen.
Excellent.
Prayed to Galen since Rat.
I haven't, and I did have a prayer written, and Toki's very shook now, and it's like, I honestly might need to rely on Galen a bit more. Yeah, Toki will walk a little bit away from camp, and he'll just sort of sit down, and he'll just, yeah, think of Galen. Was that about you? Is this what you wanted from me? For Wrath? Is that justice? Are you even out there? Why the fuck won't you answer me? Other saints will. I gave up everything for you. My family don't know where I am. I screwed over Delina. I ruined it all with... I dropped everything to come here because you told me to. And for what? Some blood on my hands to watch my friend die, to get involved with devils and angels. Is that what you had in mind for me? Whatever you wanted from me, I am clearly not it. Whatever you wanted from you, I don't know if I do. But I will keep searching for the truth about you because I've come too far and burned too many bridges, and quite frankly, I don't know what else to do. And because you better have a good excuse when I find it. And Toki will go back to camp and go to sleep.
I love it. Please
Wow.
roll me. So I'm going to need you to roll 2 things. I'm going to need you to roll your D100 per check, but then right after that, I'm going to have to ask you to roll a wisdom save. And whatever you roll on the D100 is the DC.
Oh, shit!
Galen is.
Well, last time I played to Galen, I rolled a 2, so let's see how it goes. That's a 47.
Cool. So you have to beat a
That's
47 on your
My
wisdom
wisdom
save.
save. That is gonna be a 13.
Amazing. Amazing. So you start to walk back to. How far away from camp would you say you were?
Like, I don't know, like 10 feet?
Okay, not too far then.
20 feet maybe?
Very close. Like next pitch
I don't know how
over.
much that is. Not that far.
No, yeah, you're like maybe like let's say like next pitch over. Like you said, you sat down on one of the
Yeah,
logs
yeah.
that's like provided. You start to walk back to camp, sort of entering the glow of the firelight. And as you do, you take a few steps, and then you feel a shooting pain through your head. Like something slamming into you with incredible force. You take 22 points of psychic damage,
Oh my god.
and you are on the floor. If anyone is watching and hasn't yet gone to bed, you see Toki just crumple to the floor, just full face down. And as you're falling, you smell rotting bodies, like decaying flesh, and you see thick green poisonous smoke fill your mind, and a never-ending marshy, swampy wasteland, and then you're black.
I say Wraith's probably up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Harvey was kind of waiting for Toki to come back, I'd say, so he'd see him fall.
Is Toki at 0 HP?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Wraith
Cool.
I'll,
wound,
I'll
second
change him. I'll change him.
Azrael casts Cure Wounds at second level.
No.
Wraith had the healing pack out. Put it back away.
And because they're at 0 HP, it's maxed, I think. It's one of the features.
Love it.
I think that's what I was just reading. So 2d8, 8, 16, 16 plus 5, 21.
Nice.
0 HP.
So Wraith would have like pulled Toki's head into her lap to try and like medicine something check him, but then Azrael heals him, so
Nice.
she's just like patting his cheeks.
Yeah, you wake up to this. Covered in mud,
Toki.
cold suddenly.
Hi.
Fucking hell's Flitzen.
Okay.
He remembers his name.
I'm alright, don't worry about it. I'm fine.
Sure you are.
I get up and
No.
walk it off.
Shove to sit up into the shoulder. Shoulder sit up.
Azrael and Wraith, could you please roll me a Constitution save?
Oh no!
Ah, oh lord, that's bad. Oh, that's definitely failed.
Not good.
So two. Lauren's just out for people's lives.
Coming for you.
What's wrong, character?
Both of you, yeah, you, as Toki like wakes up, and like begins talking, says Toki, and is like, I'm gonna walk it off. As he does and kind of starts to stand, you're not sure where it's Galen cancelled. You're not sure like where it's coming from, and you could roll me an insight check, either of you, if you wanted to see. But there is suddenly like this smell in the air that like chokes, makes you gag basically, and both of you vomit, or begin retching, near vomiting, onto the ground. If we were in battle, you would be like stunned for a round because you're vomiting, but we're not. But you like pretty much empty the contents of your stomachs next to Toki, just with the sheer smell of what's coming from seemingly him. Wow, 25, 26, amazing.
Hold on, right?
You both like give it a second and then like look around and study Toki, and he looks very normal, apart from that patch on his eye, which for like so fleeting, like the DC was 25, seems to shimmer almost, and seems to be almost like glowing a poisonous green, and then fades to its normal brown.
Sit down.
Okay, I sit down.
Yeah, both of our friends are just vomited.
Can I try and diagnose what that is?
Yeah, how are you going about it? What are you reaching for? There's a way to understand this.
I'm fairly well trained in medicine
Yeah.
and like diseases.
Yeah, roll a medicine check
I
then.
was considering using a less restoration, but that's not really what I'm going for. I was trying to figure out what.
It does seem to have
condition
ended,
is.
so there's nothing to like,
Yeah.
restore. But yeah, roll a medicine check.
Nah, 20.
Yeah, nat 20. What are you doing? So I can like understand, I suppose, like the vibe of how you're trying to medicine this.
Based on what I've just heard, there was the mention of like, and now I forget the wording of what's just happened.
Green smoke, circus,
Yes,
decay.
I'm like,
Circus, not circus.
do I sense that Toki is now infected in some way? Like,
Yeah.
and like what that's come from? Like, is it divine? The opposite? Like,
Yeah, so in terms of his Toki infected, it seemed not that Toki was infected with something, but almost that like Toki himself was like emitting something.
emitting?
Yeah. Not that something had like bitten him and he was poisoned. It was that like Toki himself was having this effect on the environment around him.
Oh.
You, in terms of where originates from, orange.
Orange!
It's complicated. But has an element of the hells to it.
Shit.
But you can't get... You're like, I don't know if this came from the hells. I don't know if it's just because this is like fiendish or devilish in nature. And you ask like, is it divine or the opposite? It's like giving the opposite. But you, don't... Yeah, you're like, I don't know if this came from the hells or if like specifically a devil did this, or like it could have come from Wraith and that would have given off hell energy. Or it's something in Toki, you just met him. He might be some sort of imp. Like, you don't know.
My mind immediately went to Jeff, but I'm gonna suppress that, don't we?
Uh,
Are you okay, Toki?
Do I feel okay?
You feel like you just passed out and your head is hurting. You don't feel awesome.
Yeah, I'm good.
If Wraith is not insight checking Toki because the flash is gone and it's not Toki necessarily, can she check? Well, it depends. Admiral, did you say any of that check out loud, being related to the hells and stuff?
Yeah.
Or no?
I'd say it. I'm not
Any of
sure
that-
what it is exactly.
Sound familiar to Wraith?
What bits?
Because it does to Steph, but like the green serpent and the green fog and decay.
Yeah, that sounds familiar to you.
Cool. Yeah.
What do you know?
Wraith will just mutter under her breath, "Come, Mammon."
What?
She'll like grab Toki's chin and like shift your head to try and get that flash of green again.
Doesn't come back.
Could you type that in chat, please, Jeff?
Yes, I can.
What's going on? What are you talking about?
Mammon, he's one of the rulers of Hell,
I knew I bloody.
of Minoros, the Circle of Corruption.
Yeah.
But what would she want with you?
Nothing. Promise nothing. I just got dizzy. I just have a headache.
You sure? One of his signs is a green serpent.
Oh, what? And you believe what that fortune teller said?
I believe that I was just choking on corrupt, decaying, green, disgusting smoke that came from your fucking patch. That's all I know. I can tell you more about Minoros, but don't know how much that would help at this point.
Sure.
Us.
Why not? I love to learn new things.
Okay. How much do we think Wraith would know about this stuff? Would she know as much as stuff I do based off docs and stuff? But
I think she'd know what is on the document you're looking at.
yeah, I think she would as well. I think she would have been taught about the different
Yeah.
circles and who rules them and
Yeah,
how
for
to
sure.
please various
Yeah.
people. I've never been there, but it's the third circle of hell, circle of corruption. Oh, let me actually. Did I put it in chat? I did. It's ruled by Mammon, the Lord of Avarice, Lord of Lust, King of Greed, Green Circus, Serpent. Ringing any bells?
Can't say that it is.
Okay, it's essentially an endless bog of pollution and decaying bodies, rotting marsh. I'm watching Toki's face for any
That's
flash of
that's
reason.
maybe ringing more bells.
It's repeated that it rains a lot. There's sleet, hailstorms. It's generally rather a miserable place to be.
It just sounds like Caldetta.
Except more bone-strewn and disease-ridden swampland.
Oh, I don't want to be sick.
Cool. Basically, there's a lot of corrupt politicians, exploiters of the vulnerable, and the spirits that end up there tend to wander the polluted bog endlessly, searching for a way out. Their bodies are as corrupted as their souls.
And you think what? He's put a curse on me?
Magic's not my thing. I don't know why he'd want you.
Up until 9 days ago, I didn't know anyone from the Hells.
Yes, well, why would he want you? Right, we'll flip open her book. She'll just write Mammon.
And it'll come
Question
back.
mark.
Weirdo. Question mark.
Agreed. There are signs of him showing up amongst my allies. One in particular.
What signs?
Green fog, the smell of decaying bodies, patch of his fur went shimmering green for a second there.
Mammon's fur?
No, Toki's fur, Flitz and
The rabbit. Right.
yes, blood's running, all that jazz.
Yeah. I mean, are you sure it's Mammon? The rulers of the circles can't actually leave hell unless it's under very special circumstances. That's why I'm not
It's
there
just
with
very
you.
blush. It's just very coincidental. There was visions of a green serpent and decaying bodies. I cannot say.
No,
serpent,
you're like, you
right?
want to go to a
Cat's coming
fucking
out of the
circus.
Like circus episode next.
The circus episode would have been yesterday. You missed it.
Ah.
Burying Rath's body. You were meant to get there in time, but you didn't.
Oh well.
Sorry, guys.
There's just a lot of crossover.
I mean,
I just
it does sound like him. Like, we've got influence over other planes, but nothing that sounds as direct as that. Like, maybe a agent of Mammon's, but Mammon's really, like, passive and, yeah, like, just sort of accepts people. There's always corrupt people up there that you don't need to try to get those souls. They don't corrupt themselves.
Not corrupt or corrupting. I don't quite understand.
No?
No. Bizarre.
Very strange. I mean, yeah, I mean, like I say, we can't leave the Hells. It has to be like, I mean, the last time it happened was way before my time. Like, I don't know. Odd.
Just one more thing to keep on the radar.
Yeah,
If you hear anything.
I'll keep an eye on
Well-
it. I don't have many spies in Ramon's circle. I mean, it's gross. I don't want to go there.
Yeah, same. I know you've got a lot of ears to the ground at the moment. But do you hear anything?
Yeah, of course. Have you met the help I sent yet?
Angel of Death? Ring any bells?
Definitely not.
Don't know.
Wait. Have you met the Angel of Death?
Supposedly.
Excellent.
She knew Icarus apparently.
Oh. That's interesting.
She's got a lot of warm, cozy feelings.
Gross. That's strange.
And
Icarus met the Angel of Death. I've heard kill on sight sort of relationship.
yes, well, Icarus has a soft spot for things that glow and are smiley and warm.
Well, that's nice.
So yes, we've got a new member of the party for now.
Oh wow.
I don't know how I feel about her yet. She's going with Bree.
Oh, for you? That's good. I don't mind
Not
her.
one of the titles I was going to go for.
Bree's not bad.
No.
Queen Bree.
No. We can.
Yeah, I could see that.
Please don't do that.
I might.
I will stab you again.
How?
I'll demonstrate when I see you next.
Okay. Well, I'll be looking for it. Don't trust her too much.
I don't plan on it.
Good.
Talk soon.
Thumbs up.
Next.
Thumbs up.
Yeah, sense of reaction.
Bree cannot be a thing that sticks.
I think it might be. I unfortunately cannot send the serpent speech in the chat because that was on the fly.
Yeah, we'll go back and
Yes.
watch it.
Thank you.
That's incredible.
She is.
Did you ever? Oh, it was fast for me. I was like, it's ringing a bell, but I can't remember who.
Yeah, you got that. I was happy about that. You weren't meant to get both of those things in the same session. They were meant to be separate, but that's the way things work.
That's on the book.
So, Toki, maybe don't pray to any more saints for the time being.
Or maybe I should pray to saints, because maybe this person doesn't want me to, which means it's a good thing.
I mean, by all means, try again, but let's do it when you're not going to fall flat on your face. Sit and try again.
I was sitting the first time.
I'm sat.
Brave waits expectantly, watching Toki, particularly.
Okay. I send up another thread to Gayla and be like, sorry, I said that. I know you're looking out for me.
Cool. Roll a D100.
19.
Um,
Not very sincere.
yeah, no, not very sincere and familiar. Left on red feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Ghosted by your saint.
See, I'm fine. Probably that fortune teller cursed me.
Dan, we really need to insight check people more when they're actually in front of us.
Azrael. Cast Detect Good and Evil.
Yeah, go for it, mate.
I'm just interested.
Yeah, mate.
Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It's on my sheet somewhere. Can't find it now. It was there. There it is. So, a central location of aberration, celestial, elemental, fae, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of yourself. I think Azrael's a bit like Toki.
I mean, you definitely get a fucking ping from Wraith and yourself. And then roll an insight check.
It was 18 plus 7, 25 again.
You get the most abhorrent evil vibes from Toki. I'm joking, you don't. I'm lying. Normal, nothing, absolutely nothing. I think you get Fae.
You have me on strings, Lauren.
Yeah, you get Fae from Toki, but yeah, nothing else.
I got baited there.
Hell yeah.
No. I can make you some soup if you feel like one.
Yeah, actually no, soup's gonna make me feel sick, and I'm not sick, I'm fine, so
Sorry.
I'm just gonna go to bed. No, I just don't like it when people take care of me. It's fine, I can take care of myself. Thank you for the offer.
But you seem to take care of everyone else. Who's there to take care of you?
Too many people, so
Oh.
it's fine. I'm gonna go to bed.
Okay. Can you let us know if you sense like you're about to get knocked out again?
Yeah, I'll scream for help.
Okay.
Love it. Amazing. Everyone heading to bed? Beautiful.
I will say that because Ray is not sleeping well and will be up several times, I'm sure, she will quietly just open the second tent every now and again and just check on Toki. I think it's left over from when she used to check on Wrath, and she can't help herself, so she just checks.
That's really sweet. Yeah, I mean, roll like insight check, I suppose, just to see.
Cool, off the table. Oh, again, camera. That is a 18.
He seems alright, like sleeping soundly. Every now and then, like his face will kind of like, it looks like he's maybe having a bad dream, but nothing that is like super cause for concern for you.
Cool. And she'll just let it drop and then go back to either sit by the campfire for a bit or go back to my restlessly in her bedroll.
Nice. Cool. I love it. So I think Alanis, I guess, were you doing your little watch rather, like before you gone to sleep or after?
I think after I'll get the sleep.
Nice.
And
nice.
I'll
Wake
do
up
the
early.
first watch, like the first 4 hours.
I love it. Yeah. Yeah. So someone
I
sort
love
of.
for the girls have a tent all to themselves while they're sleeping.
Yeah. Yeah. It's beautiful. Wraith has planned that very well. So yeah, you the night passes, no disturbances, no one telling your fortune or spewing poisonous fog your way. You wake up the next day, the 11th, Tharda, I'm pretty sure. And it is again a warm morning, no rain, blue skies. And yeah, you wake up, to be fair, around daybreak. And yeah, you know you've got to be off by 9:30, so you've got about 3 hours. We're just heading off. Yeah.
We're going to run around the campsite.
I love it. You avoid that flooded field, the lower field, but you go on a little run around the campsite. And there's a few other people on a run, I think. There's other adventurers staying here. And you do the sort of like thing where you pass the runaway, like, we're the same. And you like run a little bit faster to try and be like, I'm the same and better. Yeah, you as you run around, you see the fortune-telling people have departed. They may be left at some point during the night or very early before you already woke up. And yeah, are you like running to clear your head, or just
and be like, I am so healthy. Nothing
so
can
healthy.
stop me. I am simply so well.
So well. Royal Constitution save, please.
Oh no.
Miles away. He's on a 5k.
Oh god.
I was gonna say I'd cheer for Toki, but
The 12?
You're like, I might need my inhaler at some point, but I'll live.
Yeah.
But yeah, you
Wraith
run back
does
into
not do her. Wraith doesn't do her stretches and all that. She'll wake up and then just lie in her bedroll for a while, and then she'll go sit by the campfire again.
It's fine.
And
Very fair. Anyone else do anything of note before breaking camp?
check.
Well,
Oh, these okay. Ooh.
Sorry.
Ooh.
You go.
You sure?
Yeah.
Thank you. I was just going to say, while Toki is on his run, and because Wraith is obviously quite quiet and Ezreal is new, and I imagine he didn't do this a lot for Alanis, where they were low together, Harley would like to try and make breakfast.
Oh my god, amazing. What's Harvey trying to make?
What do we have?
I don't know. Basic rations. I will sort of leave that up to you with what you have. I know we don't really keep track of rations and shit like that. It's basic. Like dinner would be the equivalent of like one of those like pasta bags where you had hot water. Breakfast would be the whatever shitty equivalent that is. You probably haven't got eggs. You might have some like meat, like granola sans milk, dried meat sort of thing, like jerky basically.
Yeah. Try and do some granola.
Nice. Yeah, you make up some granola. You just sort of tip it out the back, and put it into a little bowl for people. You know, everyone does have their own bowl, but they're sort of like in their own kit. So you're like, I'll make a big bowl. I'll make a bigger bowl. And so you find one. I don't know what it is, but I'll say you find a big bowl. And you put the granola in there. You kind of like go digging through what kind of stuff there is. And you're like, I could add the Celestial 5 spice. There's like cinnamon. That goes in breakfast cereal, yeah. You
If
add
there's any like dried fruit in any of the rations.
Yeah, oh yeah, there's like dried banana. Someone, probably Wraith, or maybe you, has like yogurt coated like apricots. You put those in there. You kind of
More
just
of
go
a trail
looking
mix
through. Yeah,
breakfast
it
than
is a
what I
little
know
bit more of a
today.
trail mix breakfast. Yeah, dried dates, preserved fruits, sort of stuff like that. But there are, the cereal clumps. I don't know what they're called. Clusters.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's got edible glitter. Perfect. And then you're like, I mean, we haven't got milk, but you're like, you've got water.
He's gonna, because we've got water, he'll test his own with water, and if
yeah.
it's gross, he won't put anyone else through it, but if it's okay...
It's edible. It's not lovely. It, like, adds another layer of texture that it maybe was missing.
Maybe a little drop of water,
No,
so that it's
just
not
to give it, like,
soggy,
yeah.
but it's not, like,
Yeah,
rocks.
it's like a Weetabix but in the microwave sort of vibe to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so everyone wakes up, Toki, you get back from your run, and Harvey has made soggy trail mix granola.
That's about what I expected from him, because this boy hasn't cooked. Even when it's not cooking, he hasn't cooked.
Is this a
So good
delicacy?
for the last second.
Harvey, this is so sweet.
Thank you. It's not good, but we have to make it on the road, so it's something.
Thank you.
Very good. I love it. Yeah. You eat your soggy granola. It's not bad. It's fine. It's nice. Good food. I mean, it's not good food,
No,
but
thank you.
yeah.
Grateful, thank you, but no thank you.
Rachel
hungry
just
this
doesn't eat
morning.
breakfast. She doesn't break her fast. But yes, you kind of get off, get ready to go. Sun's rising, getting a bit warmer. You're not too far from Alanil. Not Alanil, you're fucking miles from Alanil. From Guadarisma. No, Guadarisma. You're 3 hours maybe? Less than half a day. From Guadarisma. So yeah, I assume you're all heading off. Beautiful stuff. Cool. So after kind of 3 hours of walking, the road that you're on is like noticeably busier. Like you kind of went 4 days or 3 days of walking without really seeing anybody, apart from was it Pedro? I know, I don't remember his name, do I? Yeah, apart from him, you didn't really see anybody. But as you get closer to Guadarisma, you just the noise of people on the roads, people kind of shouting to each other from caravans that are going in different directions, exchanging news very quickly. The kind of traffic just builds and builds until eventually you arrive at just coming out of a forest onto sort of like open farmland with some city walls rising up, town walls, I suppose, rising up above you, to a city that was built on the intersection or bisection of two rivers. One, the Marisma, and the other one, I have forgotten the name of, but can tell you in a second. It is... Have I said it? No. I think I just called it there it is. The Nortesma is the tributary. So yeah, it's Guadarisma. It's a reasonably sized town, like I said, and I've written here on the banks of the river Marisma, divided by the Nortesma. And some of the traffic you've seen has been travellers. So you saw some of these in Pensueno, but they were more like people that were maybe a bit more religious, that had deliberately gone off of the Lipari Transcontinental Pathway to visit this sacred town. Whereas like Guadarisma is literally like 3 miles maybe off of this major like destination trail, and it's frequently used as a rest stop, and you see like hikers coming through here, people looking very tired, like they've been walking and sleeping rough, kind of like you, looking to find a day or so of solace in a bit more of civilization. As you kind of walk in and through the city, town, I keep calling it a city, it's got this like bustling and lively atmosphere, and you're approaching from the east, so you walk into kind of more structured version of the city, kind of built with consideration, built with thought, more like city or like American city blocks, in contrast with what lies on the other side of the river, which is more organic and a bit more sprawling. And this is Guadarisma. On the River Marisma, there are some markets, which are kind of like floating markets, and there are also like various shops and everything. This is much bigger and much more established than Pensueno. And it is kind of a nice break to be somewhere. Yeah, that is a bit more legit.
You have the same map pack I do.
I don't. I can't have any packs, so I drew them all myself.
Oh.
But I learned how to do it from the Map Effects guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I unfortunately don't have stickers or stamps, so I just had to do it on myself. Yeah. So I learned how to draw buildings and shit.
I love it. Vibe.
Took me hours. Like
Proud of
30.
you.
Thank you. It's the first time I've
so
coloured in
long
as well,
to do
so
So
yeah, I
cool.
enjoyed it. Thank you. Yeah, colouring it in was cool. It's like made it look a lot better, I think, than some of the ones I've done.
Yeah. Lovely. Where do we enter from? Sorry.
So you enter from just here, if you can see my little dot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we want to try and find a tavern first to dump our stuff, freshen up, and then
Yeah, I think so.
start our shopping episode with 20 minutes to go?
Oh yeah. Nice. Cool. So if you're entering from that side, I assume you aren't looking for like the highest end of taverns. There are sort of in a kind of town this size, there's going to be a mix. So there's kind of like an affordable kind of tavern. There's one that's like medium priced, where you would get like a private room, or if you wanted a shared room for yourselves. The more affordable one would be like kind of hostel vibes, similar to what the Black Trumpet was. Or there's like a high end inn that you can go for.
Bobby is looking for the high-end inn
Oh, yeah,
because they
right.
just made
100%
250 gold pieces.
I love it. I love it.
But he's aware that not everyone may be, so he's just gonna wait.
No, I can get behind high end.
Love it.
I'm in need of a bit of comfort.
Nice.
I'll pay for you, Ethereal, don't worry. You don't know what money is, you don't know what taverns are. You can be forgiven.
Love it. Yes. So, you do you ask around, or are you just like following your nose, or do you ask someone like, what's a good place to stay that's like nice?
Toki's deferring to other people on this one. Toki does not care for the finer things in life, really.
Albie will ask. I think
That's
he'll try and like look around first of all for any signs or whatever. But if it's, I mean, this is a lot different from Penn, so I know
Yeah.
probably the first bigger town, smaller city he's been in for a little while, so it might be overwhelming. So he's happy to ask someone.
Nice. Yes, so you ask someone for like a nice inn, and they will direct you towards Quail and Goat, which is a high-end inn on the eastern side of the Nortesma, which is located kind of near the eastern docks, sort of down. Whoops, I can't move the thing out of the way. It's like down here-ish, and you can head down there, and it's nice. It's like not like the Ritz or anything, but it's a very solid. Very well decorated like tavern. There's kind of like a sort of more restaurant than pub downstairs, but there is sort of like a bar area where people are drinking, or maybe not drinking because it's really early in the morning. The people are eating breakfast, having a coffee, and you go in there and ask for rooms, and they here only do private rooms with like 1 or 2 occupancy. Though I suppose there probably is a family room that could like sleep 4. But as you go in, it's all sort of like polished, shining, like dark wooden floors, kind of like floral wallpaper, very nicely and tastefully decorated. There's like sort of dancing magical lights hovering around, and yeah, the beaming lady at the front desk will help you get room sorted if you would like to.
I would rather that none of us are staying by ourselves, so a family room and a double twin, if everyone is happy with that.
Fine by me.
Great.
Awesome. So she will tell you that, well, she asks for how long? Like 1 night, 2 nights? What are you staying for?
What are we saying, guys?
That's a good question.
Would there be a possibility to extend our stay if we stayed 1 night and potentially needed a second?
Unfortunately, no. We do have some vacancies now, but we kind of need to know a bit more in advance. You're lucky that we kind of have somewhere tonight. Other places are a bit more flexible. I could recommend the Lucky Den. That is a little bit more flexible, or the White Dog Tavern on the other side of the river. Unfortunately, no. We can book you in for 1, 2, 3 nights, but we will need to know before you pay up front.
Shall we do 2 nights, and then if we have to leave but want to stay in town, we just go somewhere else?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So for 2 nights, with the twin room, this one is going to be 20 gold pieces. And then, so for the 2 nights, that is 40 gold pieces. And then the family room, am I doing this wrong?
That seems hell.
You're welcome to make it cheaper if you want, Lauren.
This is like 6-star hotel.
I mean less than that, yeah. A gold is 10 quid, and I'm trying to charge you 200 quid. I've done it the wrong way around. I've done it in pounds. This will be, wait, I'm really confused now.
I mean, hotel rooms can be
luxury
Yeah, I'm just trying to convert it into gold. So I can't think. So if
No, you were right if that was your maths. That was right.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
£400 so
Cool.
for the twin room
Cool.
for 2 nights.
Yes.
Which, to be fair, yeah, a good hotel. So I'm scared what the family room's gonna be.
The family room was going to be 80 gold.
Nice.
Hold on 2 secs. Family room is, so I'd say the family room, 80 gold for the 2 nights.
Does that include the breakfast?
Of
or-
course, yes, the breakfast is included, and we have discounts on a meal in the evening if you would like it.
Right. And can I just very quickly, before I give you 120 gold pieces, can I just ask what your red wine selection is like?
The red wine, we have an in-house red wine. We also import them. We have a Mondagino from Petrain, and many other. And she'll list some other like red wines and stuff.
Excellent. Harvey will.
Don't. Wraith will pull Harvey. Do excuse us. Pull Harvey aside for a
Harvey's
second.
not like.
She's getting out the wine menu.
Don't book the twin room. Just book the family room for now. I think I have friends I can stay with for a night or 2, and I will meet you guys here first thing and last thing.
Are you sure? Do you think it's safe?
40 gold, Harvey.
It's 40 gold.
We don't need it. It's fine.
Will you feel safe?
Yes.
If you're.
I'll
yes?
pay. I'll pay for this.
Harvey's got a hand behind him.
I don't care about money. I know you all like money, but I don't care about it.
Right, it's the 40 gold pieces. It doesn't matter. I've got to the 40 gold pieces. I will give the 40 gold pieces.
To 40 gold pieces, but I'm happy
Harvey.
to share with a friend.
Harvey is gonna hand over 120 gold pieces for both rooms.
Perfect.
Tucky will give Harvey like 30.
Can Harvey like take it on the bar, slide it to another hand, and then try and get it round and back in Stocky's bag?
Okay, roll a sleight of hand.
Mm.
Roll a sleight of hand.
30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30. 30 a 17.
Toki, what's your passive perception?
I don't have passive perception. 14.
Yeah, you managed to slip it back in without Toki noticing. So Toki, you will have lost not have lost 30 gold.
Hey.
Okay, thanks. Right, so yeah, you... Oh, that's fine. You, pay for your rooms. And the rest of the day is yours. It's probably about midday at this point. You go up to your rooms. They're, like, lovely. Like, they are very nice. Very kind of neutrally furnished. And decorated. You each have an own, like, there's an ensuite on both of them. The family bathroom has a sort of like larger bathroom, but they both got like a nice tub window, kind of like overlooking some buildings over to the docks and the floating markets. It's nice. It's lovely. Yeah, sure. I'll say in the room, there's like a little welcome to Guadarisma little thingy. So you learn the locations of various thingies around the city.
Yay!
You.
Can Wraith look out the window and see out to the floating market and see if there are any boats that look familiar? Or are we too far away?
You're not too far away, but there's nothing there that's like docked. You you can't, not nothing that's docked, but you don't see any like kind of canal Stodromo boats there. Like it looks more like day traders, like nothing's permanently docked, if that makes sense, which is like kind of what you think the Stodromos would be more likely to be. And looking at the map that you're looking at now, you're like, maybe they're on the other side of the river.
From when we stopped in Guadarisma before with the Stodromos, when did we stop last?
Christ, did you? Sorry, didn't know that. Probably by 11.
Sorry.
No, that's
By
fine.
11.
I'm like, how did you know about Guadarisma? I just made it up. Yeah.
Well, like, that was sort of the route down.
The route down. Yeah, nice. Yeah, by 11, those docks over there.
Okay, neat.
We dumping our stuff and going? What do we want sleeping arrangements to be? Do we want the girls in the family, boys in the twin?
Well,
Did it not be the other way around? Oh, wait, no.
There's only 2 boys now, is it?
Yeah. It's alright.
Yeah, let's do that. Especially because I'm not sure if Wraith is going to end up leaving anyway, and I don't want one of the girls to be by themselves if she does.
That's very true.
Nice. Cool. So yeah, you dump your stuff and you head back out. As you start heading down the stairs, kind of going out to explore the city, you've got like a key, and there's like a sort of back door to the inn that you can use if it's like closed, if the restaurant's closed. But as you start heading out and you go down past the main desk, the lady who signed you in seems to be kind of having a discussion with a guy in like rolled up shirt sleeves, got sort of like suspenders on and like a flat cap, and seems to be having kind of like semi-heated conversation with him.
Can we hear what's being said?
You can't, but you could eavesdrop.
I'd love to.
Nice.
Always.
Roll a perception check for me, please.
Oh, what way around is that? That's that way around. So it's a 12.
12. That's fine. You can hear the odd things. You hear kind of her sighing and saying exasperated. She's like, I'm sorry, Michaelis, we've been told we cannot buy any more copies. We have enough. The edition is out of date. And he's like, I know this, but it's not my fault. They're flooding. We have not been able to print anymore. Please, I need to sell them. We're selling them cheap, 2 copper pieces an issue. Come on, please. And she's like, we've bought enough from you. No one is buying them. Try to sell them on the street. And he's like, come on. I have the quotas to meet, like, we printed extra because we thought with people coming through, they may want to read it. And she's like, I'm sorry, I cannot help you. And he's like, and then kind of sighs and like tugs on his cap. kind of just like throws his hand up and says like, have a good day, and she's like, you too, and then he'll like trudge outside, kind of like not pushing past the party to get out, but obviously annoyed, and we'll head back onto the street.
Did he have anything with him? Can I see? I mean, I assume it's like newspapers or something.
He
But
didn't
can we
have
see what he's
anything
selling?
on him, no.
Is there anything on the front desk that there's like a stack of?
No, it doesn't look like anything's been left.
Guess we'll head out. Unless anyone wants to tail this man.
No? Nice, you head out. And as you head out, you see that he is restacking some newspapers onto a little cart.
Lovely. Got ahead of myself.
And he's just like grumpily stacking them. And is kind of like takes off his cap and like rings it, runs a hand through his hair, puts it back on. He looks like an extra from Newsies. He kind of looks around and kind of sighs and it's sort of like a small cart, like he's pulling it himself. And he like kind of heads towards the direction of the docks, but looks around and sees you all coming out and kind of like looking at him. No, yeah, sure, why not? He's like, extra, would you like to buy an edition of the Star? Going cheap, only 2 copper pieces.
Yeah, I'll buy an edition of the Star. I don't have any copper, it means I have to do maths. But...
Fantastic, sir. Here you go. The finest in Lipari news, and the Caldetta special is exquisite. I'm sure you know. And he will sell you an edition of the Star.
Right. Oh, there is news on it and everything. Let's have a look.
Wow.
How far away are we from Caldetta?
Good question. Let me have a quick look.
The exhibition is the guy we robbed from.
I had my suspicions.
On his own in this
I'm
now.
so glad someone's finally fucking said that out loud.
Well, the thing was, I didn't know that they had been to Rabardia.
Yeah, because no one said Rabardia out loud when I was like, hey, there's that thing that Raph and Harvey did, and you're like, yeah, it was just somewhere in Pensueno, but or not Pensueno, Caldetta, and then no one said Rabardia, and I was like, does someone want to say Rabardia? But it's seven-ish walking days away to Caldetta, by the way.
Oh god.
We were going to try and get a boat, right?
Mm.
Yep. It's fine. He never saw my face.
I think he did.
He never saw my face. I was speaking it into existence.
I'm not here. I'll shut up.
Wait, so my friend's exhibition is with the man you've robbed.
Well, yeah.
How are we feeling about theft now? No, it's not me. I'm not here. Shut the fuck up.
I was so happy when you randomly chose that Valeria was from Rabardia. I was like, that was only on the map for your guys' session 0. And then you were like, yeah, she's from there. And I was like, I know what I'm doing.
I just really looked at a map and went, that place.
That one.
But
So, well,
amazingly, she hates rich people, so she's probably fine with it. I don't know what she's doing working with this man. Well, she's doing a degree, which I should be doing, but, you know. I'll judge her.
Well, Lauren, do I know if he saw my face?
Roll a history check.
I feel like I don't remember seeing him. I remember he also knew he was getting I set off an alarm.
He was in the bedroom and came down. We heard him coming down.
We heard him coming down.
Everything started to shut, and we somehow got out. But how exactly?
Yeah, he had a home security system that we triggered.
But like, he was in close proximity near the end, I think.
It says 22.
You are fairly confident that you got away without him seeing you, personally. But he did have a pretty good home security system.
Oh god, does this man have medieval CCTV? Can't be doing it. That's fine. We've got 7 days to find a disguise kit for me.
At least there's only one of us to hide now.
Yeah, I was like, why aren't we worrying about Wrath? And I was like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Me too.
We'll worry about it when we get to Caldetto. Don't even... I think we should be more concerned about these arsons that are happening.
Yeah, that's also a concern.
You sound very suspicious in your tone, Toki. Ignore the fact that Harvey has before been linked to fire. Don't even worry about it.
Did the notebook say something about a fire and you?
Not these fires, though. I spent quite a while in Caldetto. How long did I live in Caldetto?
I think it was like 3 months or something.
Whoa.
Or a month. I can't remember, actually.
In Harvey's defense, we were roommates for a lot of that, and I can confirm he did not set any fires.
But what about
Have you
10
set
months?
fires before?
I've not set fires before, no.
Okay.
I've set campfires, but I've not set fires before.
Insight check.
Insight.
I was suddenly like, wait, you don't have to believe him. That's a 21.
Ooh.
He has not set fires before.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah, with you walking on the streets, sharing this one edition of the Star, looking through all the pages, there's a crossword in the back. We'll leave it there, and we'll pick up next week.
Excited for our shopping and casual frogs episode next week, guys.
Hey.
Finally finishing it.
I'm gonna make a shopping list. I've got one thing on my shopping list so far, but I need to...
Yeah, if anyone wants me to add anything else, please do. I've built some shop sort of things and stocked them, but if there's anything specific you want, that would be a massive, massive help. Yeah. Like,
Do I have anything for free?
no.
Yeah. Nice.
No, not free.
Well done.
Lucky will lend you some money.
No, it's okay.
But
This is
yeah.
the April inside of Azrael. It's okay. Yeah.
Lucky's never gonna spend 250 gold.
I lost my character and all my fictional money.
Wraith's got
Yeah, Wraith's got it. I was checking when I
absolutely not.
when I was pricing the weapons you guys want, I was like checking how much gold everyone has, and I was like, why does Wraith have nearly 500 gold pieces? And I was like, oh yeah, because she looted her brother.
I didn't loot it. I'm keeping it safe.
Of course.
That's what he'd want. Towards.
Yeah, obviously,
back.
obviously.
I'm just not interested.
Yeah. Oh. Yes.
Well, Harvey's got expensive wine to buy next session, so
Do
his...
you have any money left?
Remaining money. Yeah, we made 250, so that guy...
The only one whose goal is to have money.
Yeah.
I tried to give it out.
I was like, yeah, it could be for medical expenses, or it could be for living my best life.
They're just staring at the map and being like, one day my my drawing thingy will let me use stamps, and then I'll be able to buy the stamps. But I mean, at least I've learned how to draw. Do you know what I
I
mean?
can give you them. I have them.
No. Like it won't support them. The app that I use doesn't
No,
support.
but one day.
Oh shit, that'd be good. That'd save me a bit of money, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
But I mean, I couldn't draw before this, so I've learned. So there we are.
Yeah.
And I'm getting the $1 because I'm selling them on Etsy. Tell your friends.
Oh, and remind me, I've also got Dungeon Draft and Wonder Draft on my computer, so if you want copies of that,
What?
I report them.
What's that?
They're map making just for like D&D
The
and
competition?
stuff purposes.
Nice.
I will
Thank you. Yeah. Give it a
give
fucking
them
go.
to you.
Thank you. That's very nice of you.
Well, I get to use them through our game.
Yeah, that's true. All the little buildings are 3 different colours. So
I saw that.
that was really fun.
Well,
And it took me ages to decide the colour of the pavement. That was really difficult.
oh, it's so difficult
Yeah,
doing that.
it was really hard. I didn't expect it. But then I felt very cool doing the shading of like the water around the boat. So I was like, there we fucking go. I felt like the main character. I was in this little cool cafe. Chloe's been there doing it. And I was like, everyone's looking at me and they'd be like, what's she doing? No one cared. But yeah, I was like, main
Everyone
character.
cared. Main character moment.
Yeah. And I was like, look at me shading the trees. Yeah. There we are. Guadarisma. I'm very happy with it.
Very good.
It looks great.
Very good.
Thank you. Yeah, it was like ready the session that Wrath died. And then I was like, no, it's not the time. To be like, compliment me on my map. But,
My bad.
yeah.
Actually, my bad.
Shared bad.
Oh, everyone's bad.
Everyone's bad.
It was just bad.
Yeah, I mean,
It's good.
yeah, it comes right from the top. Me sending a voice note to Chloe being like, maybe I should throw some combat at you. There's not any for a while.
I truly, because I listened to it and I was like, I don't think we need it, and I wish I'd said. I wish I'd been
Should've
like,
said,
I'm not sure
should've
it's
said.
necessary.
No. Well, there we are. Right, I'll set the clock so it's right. But yeah, 12 o'clock, midday, heading off into this town. And we'll pick up next week. So thank you, everybody.